Let's set up the RØDECaster Pro II for dual PC streaming and gaming on Windows. No echo, no bleed, virtual devices on USB 1. USB 1. Open the RØDECaster app. Click on the RØDECaster Pro II. Click on Device Configuration. Click on Output. In the Headphones section, you will see the 4 headphones available to you. There's also 3 columns indicating the headphone type. The Rode NTH100 is specific to those headphones. High sensitivity are for earbuds, and low sensitivity are for all other headphones. I don't have earbuds or the Rode NTH100. I will select the low sensitivity headphones. In the monitor section, I've disabled auto mute output. In the multi-track section, go to USB 1 input. Let's enable the virtual device driver on USB 1. Doing this will give us more flexibility and control for apps. Click on the expanded button. Click apply. This may take a few seconds. Click on the back button. Go to audio setup. I have the faders in a particular order. If you'd like to change it after the configuration changes have been made, you can do so with ease. For most, only one microphone is set up. Let's remove microphone 2 and 3. To remove them, simply hover over each microphone and click on the X above it. Let's leave microphone 4 for now. Let's remove Bluetooth. Let's swap the soundboard SmartPad with chat. To swap it, click and hold the SmartPad button and drag it to the chat button. Unclick the SmartPad and the button positions will be swapped. Let's move the chat button to the left. Next, I'll move the microphone 4 button to the right of chat. Next, I'll move the USB 2 button to the left of chat. Next, I'll move the A button to the right of microphone 1. Note, this is one of the new virtual devices installed. Next, I'll move the music button to the position between the A button and USB 2. Next, I'll move the game button to the right of the SmartPad button. Did you know the RØDECaster Pro II can be used with a Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2? The 4 XLR ports are not only for microphones, but they can also be used as line-ins. All you need is a 3.5mm TRS to dual 1/4" TS stereo breakout cable. The 3.5mm TRS side plugs into the audio port on the Switch, and the TS ends will use 2 line-ins on the RØDECaster Pro II. Let's combine XLR port 3 and XLR port 4. To do this, click on the link symbol between XLR port 3 and XLR port 4. You'll receive a warning that input 4 is already assigned. Click Reassign. You'll notice microphone 4 has changed to 3 and 4 with a line-in symbol. Click on the gear symbol. It's between the line-in symbol and the yellow line. It should already be set as line-in. Turn off processing by clicking the Processing Enable circle icon. The section should be grayed out. Click on the X to save the changes. Now, let's go through each button. Click on the gear button for microphone 1. The microphone will be different based on your configuration. This is my mic setup. I will describe my environment and room. I use a Shure SM7B. It connects to a cloud lifter, and from the cloud lifter to the RØDECaster. I live in a small apartment, and I'm in a small 8x9 room. My room is close to the apartment door. There's no sound panels. It might be overkill if you have a larger room or in a house where you have more control of the environment. Fortunately, there is a preset for this mic. If you don't, that's okay. Dynamic or podcaster may be a closer match for you. You'll probably need to test things to find your settings. Look online for recommendations by others and those who have a similar mic as you. In my setup, I will choose the preset Podcast Studio. It's close to my Yamaha MG12XU configuration. I clicked on Advanced to validate my settings. Again, these settings are unique to me, and it could be something you can use. Click back and the X to save the settings. Click on the gear symbol for the A button. Turn off processing. Make sure there's no effects. The default for audio output is -12 decibels. This setting should be fine for most setups. Click the X to save settings. Click on the gear symbol for the music button. Turn off processing. Click the X. Click on the gear symbol for the USB 2 button. Make sure processing is off. Click the X. Click on the gear symbol for the chat button. Make sure processing is off. Click the X. Click on the gear symbol for the USB 1 button. Make sure processing is off. Click the X. Click on the gear symbol for the SmartPad button. This will allow you to configure sounds. Let's skip this for now, but you can come back here later. Click the X. Click on the gear symbol for the game button. Make sure processing is off. Let's use this button for Discord later in the video. Click the X. Click on the X to close the app. Next, let's go through the Windows sound settings on the streaming PC. Click on the Start or Search button. Type in Control Panel and open it. Make sure you are viewing by large or small icons. Go to Sound. Go to the Recording tab. Here, you'll see a list of recording-capable devices. The RØDECaster Pro II will have two listed devices: Microphone RØDECaster Pro II Chat and Microphone RØDECaster Pro II Main Multitrack. For information purposes, the RØDECaster Pro II Main Multitrack will be used to receive your gaming PC's sounds, as well as Line 3 and 4, which we configured for the Nintendo Switch. The RØDECaster Pro II Chat will be used for the microphone. Double-click on Microphone RØDECaster Pro II Main Multitrack or select it and go to Properties. Go to the Levels tab. Make sure it is at the default of 54. Do not make changes here. If you ever notice the audio suddenly changes, it's likely due to a Windows update. Make sure it is always at 54. If you wish to make changes, change it on the mixer or the RØDECaster app. Go to the Advanced tab. Under Signal Enhancements, remove the checkmark from Enable Audio Enhancements. Let's make sure Windows doesn't modify the effects. Microsoft recently added AI effects and it can cause distortion in your streams or recordings. Keep this off. Always check after a Windows update, as Windows could revert it. Click OK to save the changes. Double-click on Microphone RØDECaster Pro II Chat or select it and go to Properties. Go to the Levels tab. Make sure it is at the default of 54. Again, do not make changes here. If you ever notice the mic audio absurdly loud, it's likely due to a Windows update or reboot. You will likely find it changed to 100. Make sure it is always at 54. If you wish to make changes, change it on the mixer or the RØDECaster app. Go to the Advanced tab. Under Signal Enhancements, remove the checkmark from Enable Audio Enhancements. Let's make sure Windows doesn't modify the effects. Keep this off. Always check after a Windows update, as Windows could revert it. Click OK to save the changes. Let's set the chat as the default recording device. Right-click on Microphone RØDECaster Pro II Chat and choose Default Device. Repeat again and make it Default Communication Device. Click on the Playback tab. Here, you'll have a list of audio playback capable devices. You'll have Speakers RØDECaster Pro II Chat, Speakers RØDECaster Pro II Main Multitrack, and Virtual Rode devices. Double-click on the Speakers RØDECaster Pro II Chat or select it and go to Properties. Go to the Spatial Sound tab. Make sure it is off. Do not enable sound effects. It can cause distortion. Click OK. Repeat the same steps for the RØDECaster Pro II Main Multitrack, Game, Music, System, and Virtual A devices. Fortunately, there are no enhancements in Windows for these devices. If there is a future update by Rode, make sure to check. If the enhancements are present, turn it off. Now that we're done with the Windows sound configuration on the streaming PC, let's go back to the RØDECaster app and finish the audio setup. Go to the RØDECaster and go to Device Configuration. Click on Output and go to the Routing section. Let's control where the audio is going. If you're like me, I don't want to hear myself through the headphones. I don't want any echoes passing through the stream, and I don't want any audio passing from the streaming PC to the gaming PC. TLDR, This prevents echo feedback loops and keeps game PC audio isolated. Click on Headphones 1. Change it from Main Mix to Custom. You'll notice on the sound pad and game virtual devices are off. You have to change them directly on the mixer. The knob in between the headphones and sound pad can be used to increase the volume. Turn the knob to the right until it's at unity or on the solid white line. Do the same thing for the gain button. If you find the volume of these are incorrect later, you can adjust it yourself by decreasing the volume with the knob by turning it to the left or increasing the volume by turning it to the right. Click on USB 1. Change it to Custom. Disable the mic by clicking the link symbol twice. An X means muted, disabled. Remember, the main track is being used to receive and send audio to the gaming PC. If you leave it enabled, you will send audio to your mic. Repeat the same thing for music, chat, USB 1, and game buttons. Click on USB 2. Change it from Mix Minus to Custom. Turn off everything except the mic and SmartPad. Click on USB 1 Chat and make sure it's set to Custom. Let's turn off everything except mic and SmartPad. Go back to Headphones. Disable the mic and USB 1. If you have Bluetooth headphones, you can make the same changes. Go to Bluetooth, change it to Custom, disable the mic and USB 1. Now, let's set up Discord. In Discord, go to Voice and Video. Set the speaker to Game RØDECaster. I use the custom input profile and disable noise cancellation. Noise cancellation can be handled with the mixer's mic settings. I'll play back some test audio in OBS, which should be heard.
Test.
Let's set up Spotify. First, I'll add the music virtual device as an audio capture device in OBS. I'll also disable track 2 for Twitch VODs. This step requires you to be on a recent Windows version. Most people should have more recent versions to set this up. Spotify should be running to configure this step. In Windows, go to the Start menu and go to Settings. Go to System, Sound, and Volume Mixer. You should see Spotify listed. Change the output device from default to Music RØDECaster. Now test out the audio. As you can see, OBS detects the music fine and plays it correctly on the music virtual device. We're done with the streaming PC or primary PC setup. Now, for the simpler gaming secondary PC side. On the gaming PC, go to Control Panel. Go to Sound. In the Playback tab, you'll find the list of audio output capable devices. There's only one Rode device, and that's the Headphone's RØDECaster Pro II secondary. Double-click on it or select it and open Properties. Go to the Levels tab. The default is 100. Leave it as is. Only make changes on the mixer. Go to the Enhancements tab. Put a checkmark and disable all enhancements. This will prevent Windows from adding distortion to the recording or stream. The Advanced tab should have no enhancements available. Go to Spatial Audio. Leave it off. Do not make any changes. Click OK to save. Go to the Recording tab. There's only one Rode device here. It's the microphone RØDECaster Pro II secondary. Double-click on it or select it and open Properties. Click on the Levels tab. Make sure it is on the default of 54. Again, a Microsoft Windows update or reboot could make it 100, causing the mic to clip and be overbearing. Check it from time to time, especially after a Windows update. Go to the Advanced tab. Under Signal Enhancements, uncheck Enable Audio Enhancements. Click OK to save. You can quickly test your microphone settings if you launch OBS on the gaming PC. Make sure the mic is added and talk. To verify everything, do a full Discord call or game session check for no echo, bleed, a crisp mic, and isolated game audio. The setup is now complete, and you should be good to go with the dual PC setup. If you have a spare micro SD card, you can always use it to back up your show. This means your audio configuration setup changes. This is important if you ever need to restore your settings. If you enjoyed the video, click like and subscribe for the future content. If this worked for you, drop a comment with your setup or any tweaks you made. I read them all. Like it if it helped, subscribe for more audio guides, and see you next time.